What's going on, chess lovers? This is Maurice Bishop, and today I want to share with y'all a queen sacrifice. Well, it's not technically a really queen sacrifice, but I guess you could call it a queen sacrifice in the Black Lion. Very tactical game, so I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all Black Lion players are going to enjoy this game. So without further ado, let's actually get started. All right, so I played as black, and this guy played as white. The first move was D3, D6, E4, Knight D7, Knight B to D2, E5, Knight F3, C6, G3, Queen C7, and Bishop G2. All right, so I start off with H6. The whole point is to get my pawn storm, as always, y'all. He castle king sides. I go knight f6. Rook e1, bishop e7, knight d to f1. The whole point of this is to get to knight e3 and f5, which is the point of his move. I just go g5 anyway. He goes bishop e3, which I thought this was very incorrect. The move that he should have played was the knight e3. He should have played at least knight e3. And at least if I do go knight f8, he still got knight f5. But if I take and he takes, now my knight can't get to e6 or g6. So I thought this would have been a better move for him. Um, but after g5, he goes bishop e3. I go knight f8. He goes h3, and I go knight g6. Um, because he already created a weakness in his king side by going to h3. Now my next plan is bishop e6, maybe move to rook d8, and then queen c8, hitting this h3 pawn. Queen c1, I go bishop e6, going with my plan. He goes h4. This was definitely even more incorrect because now he's going to give me the opportunity to go rook g8, especially after I take this pawn, which is what I did. I go G captures H4, G captures H4, and I go Rook G8. He goes King H2, which is again a mistake. I go Knight G4 check. He goes King H1, and I automatically take that bishop off of E3, that dark square bishop. So now his dark squares is going to be weak now, as you can see. Without his dark square bishop, he really needed that. But he goes knight captures e3. I go knight f4. I'm already trying to hit the bishop on g2. Um, in situations like this, though, I don't even know if I really want to take this light square bishop because this knight on f4 is sitting very pretty, and it ain't really no other moves that white can do to exchange this knight off of this square because this is a very active knight, so it could be very useful. Bishop f1 is played. Queen d7. Now I want to exchange my light square bishop with my light square bishop. You know, and then also to really cause some havoc on the king. He goes knight h2. I go bishop h3. Knight f5 is played. Cutting me off from the light squares. So I automatically just took this on knight. He takes and I win a pawn. So as you see, white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm up a pawn and everything. Not saying that, be not really being greedy, but if you're up a pawn, that's a great thing or whatever. But also, if you look at my position, this king is very unsafe. I have my rook on the g file. My knight is sitting pretty on f4. My king is still in the center of the board, and it's just very very safe. You know what I mean? So I have a better position than white does. Queen e3 is played. I go bishop catches h4. I win another pawn. So even if this queen would be exchanged and everything, I'm automatically going to win this endgame. Simple as that. Um, d4 is played. I go f6. Notice I didn't castle queen side. I didn't castle queen side. So for instance, y'all, if I would have castled queen side or whatever, if he takes this pawn off and I take, he can actually take on a7, you know, Even though the king's still not safe, but now my king's starting to be unsafe now because of my king, or because this queen is close to my king now, and he just won a pawn, or he won one pawn back. I mean, he's not up a pawn; he's still down a pawn, but uh, I mean, even though I can't win a pawn back, but either way, I don't want to allow it. The thing is, y'all, even though you're up a pawn, you don't really want to give a pawn back. You don't want to give him an opportunity to get any type of play in a position. So instead of just attacking already or whatever, just wait a while and just think of a better move. Like close the position up. You know, don't give your opponent any type of play. So that's why I automatically went F6, because even if he takes the pawn, I could take back. It's just it's still great. Like, you know, my king is still saved. The king is not nowhere near my king or anything. It's just a great position. And then it's gonna make your opponent hard. It's gonna be hard for your opponent to even come up with any type of active play, because again, I'm up pawns, and you know, my center, like look at my center is like great, man. Like even though my pawn structure, like my pawn on d6, it's a backward pawn. So yes, he can utilize that, but you know, after I get a chance to go rook d8 or maybe castle queen side, obviously not yet or whatever. But when I get a chance, you know, that's what I want to do. But after f6 and everything, I'm sorry, after f6, he just goes to d5. And I understand what he's trying to do. Maybe he wants me to take and try to open up something, but I just locked it off with c5. You know, why give him any type of play? You know, he goes c4, and maybe the best move for him probably would have been at least b4. Maybe you got to give up a pawn just so you can get your rook on the b file and maybe cause something on the queen side. Maybe that would have been something he could have did, but he goes c4, so I just castle queen side. By that time I just castle queen side, and even if he goes b4 now, I still have if he goes b4 now, I still have b6, you know, and if he had changed, I'll just take back with the pawn. So even though he'll have this b file, but he's gonna have to pay attention more on his king side, because that will be coming. All right, so a3 is played, and I understand he's trying to go b4 and stuff, but it's gonna be too late now. Rook g6 is played. He played b4, and then I go rook d to the g8. As you see, I'm threatening mate on the g file. You know, bishop b2. All right. So look, y'all, I want y'all to look at this position. Before I used to tell y'all like the moves that I'm doing, but now I really want y'all to think like if y'all was me, what would y'all do in this position? What would be the best and active move for Black to do in this position? I give y'all 5 seconds to think about it. All right. If I need to pause this video, pause the video. All right, y'all. So if y'all saw this move, Knight H3, you are correct. Why is this a great move? Because I'm already threatening knight captures on f2 check, which it would be mate, but the only way he can stop it is if he takes it with the queen. So he'll lose a queen. You know, so this is a very active knight, and it's doing damage. And like I told y'all before, remember the principles, y'all. If you have 3 or more pieces of surrounding the king, man, most likely you could be able to sacrifice a piece and mate your opponent. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pieces. That's more than 3. So if you got 5 pieces around the king like this, you already know this is a one game. This is a one game, y'all. All right, so his opponent goes to, or my opponent goes to f3, you know. So, and I'm gonna tell you something. Which move would y'all play? I want to ask y'all again. Which move? Again, I want to get y'all to play it accurately. Which move would y'all actually play in this position? All right. All right, y'all. Obviously not Bishop F2. And I don't know if y'all was trying to think of the mate because that was the first thing I was thinking about, but you're not gonna mate at all in this position. Uh it's not gonna happen. So the best move you can do is Knight F2. Knight F2 is the move. Obviously the only thing you could do is take, Bishop captures F2, Rook F1, and then I go Bishop D4, cutting my opponent off from this dark square diagonal. And obviously, as y'all can see, the knight really can't do too much, as y'all can see. You know, yeah, this is pretty crazy. Bishop D4, B capture C5, and I just go D capture C5. D6 is played, which this is really not going to be doing anything at all. Um, So y'all, what else would y'all play? Who would y'all play in this position? Think of threats, man. Think of active play. Think of threats. Major threats. Alright. Give y'all 3 seconds to think of this move. If you need to pause the video, pause it. Alright, if y'all say Queen H3, you are correct. Why is this such a great move? Well, because number one, the king is already closed in. He can't move nowhere. He can't. Number one, he can't go rook g2. He can't go here because the bishop is guarding this square and this rook is guarding this g file as well. But the whole point of queen h3 is because I'm threatening queen g2 checkmate. And as y'all can see, the rook really can't go over there because not only can I take with the bishop, but of course that's not what we really want to do. What we really want to do is take with this rook so that we can checkmate him. Because if the rook takes back, then we'll checkmate him right here. All right. So what does my opponent does? He just goes on d7 check. I go king captures d7. He goes f4. And and y'all, yes, I could have checkmate him. I definitely could have checkmate him, but I was kind of I guess I was just playing. I was just playing with You're not really. I don't want y'all to do that. Don't do what I do, man. Just play around. But the only reason why I was doing this because of the trash talk or whatever, things like that. So I just wanted to make him suffer or whatever, things like that. Like I could have just took his rook and made him suffer, but I was like, let me just take the pawn, just make him suffer. So that's pretty much what I was doing, y'all. So that's why I just went rook g2, make them suffer. Bishop g4 check. I just go rook capture g4 and everything. Still threatening me. Still threatening his rook on a1. So I just wanted to make him suffer. Rook f3. And then y'all look at this. I can still mate him, right? But then I did something else, y'all. This is what I would say this is a queen sacrifice. I just go rook g2 and everything. That's all I did. I just go rook g2. He takes my queen. Then I just finish him off with rook g1. He takes and then rook capture g1 checkmate. But again, y'all, moral of the story, y'all. Yes, I won, and yes, I was playing with him. But y'all, like I said, I only did it because trash talk. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just make you suffer. All right, so on online games or whatever, in reality, y'all really want to get better, man. Don't play with your opponent. Don't do it. If you find a win, just win the game. Just end it just like that. Don't try to you know, go by making them suffer and all that. Just win the game. Just win the game point blank period. Because the whole point, if you keep doing simple moves and winning and things like that, then it'll become a habit. And when you play in tournaments, you know, that's what you'll do. So don't make that a habit of doing that. Because overall, y'all, we all want to get better. We all want to, you know, win the game with no mistakes. Because then again, it can backfire on us. You know, so y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, of this Black Lion. Please like, please share, please comment. Let me know what you think of this video. And also don't forget to subscribe. All right, y'all. Peace.